thinking about British people the other day. I was just thinking there could never be a revolution in this country. Like if we'd had the Ceausescus, there's no way we would have taken them out and executed them. We would have written funny letters to points of view about them. I mean, the nearest we've ever got to civil disobedience was the poll tax riot. That was hardly the October Revolution, was it? Do you remember, you've got about 3 women at the front going, we don't think it's a very fair tax, actually. And you've got about 300 other people behind them smashing in windows and carrying away the entire stock of Dorothy Perkins. I think the only time there would be a mass uprising in this country is if they banned car boot sales and caravanning. I just don't understand about caravanning, do you? I don't understand these people who can only have a relaxed vacation if they're accompanied at all times by their own washing up brush. And caravan sites, I mean, the people who go to caravan sites live in a perfectly normal environment for 50 weeks of the year. And they suddenly feel obliged to sample life as it is lived in a refugee camp after an earthquake. The lure of the open road, because half those caravans never go anywhere, do they? Only the British could have invented the stationary caravan. It's what's so odd in this country. We don't like to be comfortable, we like to be miserable, don't we, in this country? Like if you give British people a nice green flowery meadow to have a picnic in, they won't. They'll drive past it for 3 hours on the motorway trying to get to a Julie's Pantry. It's like car boot sales. Give British people a nice car, they won't drive round in it. They'll stand next to it in a school playground in the rain, trying to flog an old rollerblind and a jigsaw out of the back of it. Because we don't like to be happy in things, we don't like it, do we? Like if there's a heaven, which I doubt, because I think the people from hell have probably bought it for a timeshare, but if there's a heaven, you find people from all over the world rejoicing and singing and praising God. All the British people will be in a little huddle in a corner by the wall going, I'm sorry, it's not good enough. Where's St. Peter? It looks nothing like the brochure, does it? We're supposed to be our best in a crisis, aren't we, in this country, with our marvellous stiff upper lips and our marvellous sense of humour. Like if you ever read a report of an accident or a disaster anywhere in the world, the British people involved are always described as laughing and joking. Mr. Smith laughed as he was winched to safety. As she was cut free from the wreckage, Catherine had emergency workers in fits. Why? Why this compulsion to joke? I mean, I dread being in a train crash anyway, but it's going to be 8 times worse if I'm going to be trapped under the luggage rack and 10 bleeding amateur comedians are going to come crawling out the window. I mean, why are we so good at things like that? And we're so bad at personal things, aren't we? Like sort of love and romance and sex. We're hopeless at in this country because we can't talk about things like that, can we? I think that's why British women have this compulsion to sleep with foreigners when they go on holiday abroad. Because then they don't have to talk to them. It's like it doesn't count. It's like it doesn't matter what he touches as long as he can't pronounce it properly. It's not that we're not doing it and we're all doing it like mad. It's just that nobody's talking about it. On it, if you read our paper, the back page, the whole back page is a personal column. It's all things to do with sex. There's an advert every week for a call girl. Call me Dorinda for personal service. Not Tuesday, as I'm at bingo.